with you is your karma. You don't take your bank account, you don't take your possession, you take your karma. Then there's the law of totality. What happens in the Wall Street affects the Main Street. What happened in Cleveland affects the Iceland. So we're together.
Someone just wrote in and wanted to know, can you predict the top 5 stocks of 2009? You do stock predictions? Can you actually say, I know this stock's going to go up? One always wonders, if you have this ability, can't you become rich and win lottery numbers? And
I don't think that this ability of the brain is necessarily to speculate and it's about money. You know, it's about creating fulfillment at the level of your life and spirit and relationship and healing relationship and living a healthy life. And,
but if you can see the future, can you see what stocks are going to go up?
I can tell you, if you just give me some stocks, I'll tell you which is going to do good or not.
I saw if someone lists stocks, you'll say this will be up, this will be down.
This will be down. That I can definitely do.
That's how it works.
That's how it works,
Let's see, someone else.
But I never work with the stock market because my prediction was it will never work, and it won't. And we won't have stock market, and we won't have banks. That's for the years to come. And
we won't have stock market.
No, we're not going to have. It's hard to believe. It's like, oh, come on, come on. But when Jules Verne said we're going to fly in the air, we almost wanted to kill him, you know. And Giordano Bruno says the Earth is round. We actually burn him because we couldn't believe that. We thought the Earth is square. But when we created a calendar 2,000 years ago, we knew that the Earth moves. So you see how we changed the perception. So to empower yourself, you actually have to raise the level of awareness, the level of perception.
Right, so karma is the most important principle. The
law
of attraction.
The law of attraction, the law of harmony, the law of wisdom, the law of love. The
how do you
law
apply all that?
These are principles. You know, our man-made laws are never good enough. They always change. They can never fix your problem.
Right.
But the laws of the divine are always the same. They're eternal. They will be forever. The law of attraction exists for thousands and thousands of years. And only now we said, aha, so there's the law of attraction. So I can actually see the ring in the window, and I can actually get it. Though it's $3 million.
So you see a ring in a window.
Exactly. And you think, how am I going to...
You can get that ring.
You can get that ring. That's what the law of attraction is teaching you.
So anybody can see a $3 million ring?
Anybody can take a $3 million ring or buy a mansion on the beach.
Anybody can do
that? It's up to anyone. But there's a process, and they're not talking about how you can do that.
So you're telling me if I follow the 11 eternal principles,
you can definitely change your life and manifest that. Absolutely.
I get the ring from my wife.
Absolutely. You can get the ring for you. Hard to believe, you know, but you have to exercise your mind. You have to unleash your power. You have to work on so many other things within yourself.
That's not a $3 million ring.
No, that's not a $3 million.
All right, so you don't want to walk around with that. So how do you start? How do you start the process? How do I start getting that mansion on the beach?
Well, you resolve your karma first, your blockages, your stigma, your depressive state of mind, your old habits. You break through negativity, to failure. And that's not easy to do. People are trapped into a box, into the incapacity to see themselves successful. They're afraid. They don't work on their own image. They don't work on right choices. They don't. They go, I need a job. I'll take whatever job. But if you don't inform yourself, if your next job will be a good job, you know, you might be there for 3 months and be fired again. You know.
Right. But it all starts with how you think.
It's all in the mind. Everything is in the mind. We used to say in Hinduism that reality is Maya, is the illusion. So you know, we're living in an illusion.
Here is Jay who writes, Dr. Harra wants a note from you. Have you ever heard of the 1111 group, a light worker and law of attraction group, where people are prompted with the numerals 1111, 1111. Does that make it?
Well, by the way, do you know that everything is associated with 11? I'm going to tell you something so extraordinary. 2009, 2 plus 9 is an 11. President Barack Obama, his numerology is an 11. His wife Michelle, if you take the birthday of Michelle, equals an 11. If you take Vice President Biden, his birthday equals an 11. Bill Clinton, Al Gore, Ronald Reagan, from Jesus to Buddha, their birthday, if you add the numbers to a single digit, it equals the number 11. 11 is enlightenment. We're in the era of Aquarius, which is 11 in astrology.
Right.
The end of the Maya calendar is December 21st, 2012. Add all the numbers together, it equals an 11.
Why do they end on December 21st and not the end of the year, December 31st?
Because that's the calculation. So that's the chronological way they establish the calendar. So, but that equals an 11. So everything is, just to answer the question, everything is associated with this element of 11.
Carrie wants to know, have I met my soulmate? And if not, when will that occur? This is Carrie. I don't know where Carrie is writing from, but that's her question.
I don't think she met her soulmate. You know, a soulmate. We have forms of energy, so you have to bring into your life someone that's the same level of your energy. So I think that she will meet her soulmate in November of 2010. And his initial starts with a T and an A.
Oh, really? You can actually give initials.
Sometimes you can give many things. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The mind goes there and, you know, goes into tapping into the unknown. And it's fascinating. I love predicting things. They change your state of mind.
And
you know?
Can name names and name initials.
Yeah, and people come to me and say, okay, Dr. Harra, but tell me something. So then you give them a prediction because it changes the way they look at their lives.
Are you always on? Are you always able at any given day on a second's notice to read people?
I think so, yeah.
It never turns off.
It doesn't have to be, people used to say, I have to meditate in order to get some information. I have to go in another dimension.
Right.
I'm there. The dimension is there. You know, it's in front of you. You step in that very moment.
All right, let's talk about some other predictions. Hillary Clinton, you see, as President of the United States, after Barack Obama. Let's just recap a bit. She'll be the president elected in 2012. Who will be the Republican nominee? Do you have any idea?
I think Sarah Palin will come back in the race.
And she'll be the nominee. So it'll
I
be
think
Sarah
she will
Palin
come
versus
back
Hillary Clinton.
in the race in a big way.
Really? Who will? So I don't know if we heard a hi out there. I'm not. That's probably a Republican laughing. I think that was. Must have been a Republican. All right. So what about who will be the running mate for Hillary Clinton?
The running mate for Hillary Clinton. He's a man. He's in his 40s. He's not known.
Someone we don't know yet.
We don't know him.
And who will be Sarah Palin's running mate?
Sarah Palin has also a man running mate, but someone older than her with like 5 years, with the initial W.
With the initial W. 5 years older, initial W. William Jindal of Louisiana. Anyway, they call him Bobby. And that's very interesting. Why will Barack Obama step down? Or why will he why will he not be running in 2012?
You know, I made this prediction on The View before Barack was elected, and they were asking me who's going to be the president. I said Barack will be the president, and but I think he's going to have. I said he's going to have a very tough time. Of course, based on everything that's happening in the world, and he seems such a positive, and he's such a great guy, and he's an extraordinary person. But he's facing a lot of stuff, and if you analyze a little bit his astrological chart, then you really understand why is that going to happen, you know, and why at some point, you know, he's not going to go for the second term.
But do you know why?
I'm not going to probably speculate.
Is there something you might know you're hesitant to say?
I'm hesitant to say.
Is something bad going to happen?
I don't necessarily think it's so bad, but I think it's just something that has to happen. Exactly like predicting the impeachment of President Clinton, which I said, you will impeach him, but you're not going to succeed, and he will still be the president.
Like something you're not telling us.
I'm not telling. I'll tell you when we come in close. I'll tell you next year. Next year, if you invite me.
All right. Now, what will happen?
And you will invite me. I know
hope so.
I'm going to come back.
When will the economy turn around?
September, we're going to start to see some signs. But you know what? The whole process, I mean, we're not going to have paper money in the future. Do you know where paper money originated?
Where?
In Turkey in the 13th century. We had coins, you know, we had different ways.
But what about the economy itself?
The economy in itself will change. It will get better. It will get better. But it's the banks will in the end, you know, have to be more nationalized. It's a big process.
People are suffering and they want to know.
And they are suffering, but it's going to get better. It's going to get better during September, end of the year. It's going to get better 2010.
What's going to happen in Iran?
Not too much. It's not as bad as we think.
You see war?
No.
You don't see war with Iran?
No.
You don't
I think we'll remove ourselves from that part of the land, from the Holy Land.
Really?
You know, we have to.
Will there be peace between Israel and Palestine?
No.
No.
No, because that's a karmic issue for thousands of years, and it doesn't. It's not. If karmically is not resolved, it cannot be resolved through politics, or you know.
So you don't see that happening anytime soon?
No.
Or at least
probably
not
in 2033, in 2048. That's going to take quite a while.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
But I think that the war in the Middle East is coming to an end. That's definitely coming to an end.
We have a long way to go to achieve the kind of world peace everybody would like to see.
I know, but at least us, we will remove ourselves from that part of the world.
If you go to CarmenHarra.com, CarmenHarra.com, you'll find out more. The 11 Eternal Principles is your next book. When is that coming out?
My next book, released by Random House during the fall of this year.
All right. I got to look at Everyday Carmen, see which of your predictions.
Well, I leave you every. These are for you, so that you can read them.